Hello, everyone. Welcome to Blightfall. This is episode 15 of our Let's Play series for Minecraft Java, and I have been doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Oh, all kinds of crazy stuff. So, first thing first is that I went all the way up here in the volcano biome, and I did a whole bunch of mining and clearing taint. So it kind of is a little crazy. All this clearing was not on the land surface. It was underneath in the mine shafts. Also, I went and started exploring some in the taiga biome area down in the mine. And I had found that mine shaft. I believe I told you guys about that. And I didn't really do any mining. I was just clearing taint and I was reading some stuff while I was doing it. I was watching a couple of videos because I am trying to familiarize myself with blood magic. Also, you see this forest right here? We are going to have to do some serious cleanup to this forest because I really need to find some rubber trees. So that's basically what happened. Oh, also, I found, I think, the entrance of some kind of dungeon. Honestly, it looked like a stronghold to me in this taiga. It was in the mine shaft. So I marked it. I'm probably not going to get to it today, but we'll see. See what else. Anything else happen? I made some food. Oh, I got a carrot. So let me show you some of the stuff that occurred. So this right here is our altar. No, it's not upgraded to this point, guys. There's no book to blood magic on this version, so I had to go and look up a video on how to build this altar. So I'm going to walk you through this. So you're going to have to build it too. That's my spawner. Which sometimes works and then sometimes doesn't work. So the blood altar is actually a pretty nice acquisition. Okay. This is where I got a carrot from. So just letting you know. The spawner spawns things pretty good. I've been doing the sacrifice thing. So basically, what I want to show you is how this thing is gonna work for us. So you have your initial that's around the altar right here, right? So it's just a crafting grid pattern, 3 by 3 around the altar. The center where the altar is, you don't have to have a blood rune. And I have not upgraded all these slots, so I'm going to have to do that. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to have... Let me show you this. So you're going to have this, and then you're going to drop down 1 and go all the way around. Okay? You're going to drop down and you're going to go around. And then you're going to have another layer of these blood runes right here. And they're going to go around right there. You see that? Don't be shooting me. Okay. And then you're going to have these pillars, right? There's no blood rune under the pillar. So it's 1, 2, and 3. And then you have glowstone on top. And that's going to give you your tier 3 altar. See, we're at it. Well, it says tier 0 for some reason. I don't know why it says tier 0. Why are you saying tier 0? I don't know. I probably need to log out and log back in. Sometimes it has problems with the reading. I don't know. This is an extremely early version of blood magic, so that could be what's going on. Let's see if that fixed it. No, it's still not working. There. I just broke it and replaced it. And it still says tier 0. Why are you doing that? Whoa. Gotta be careful. They can't actually see you, so. Well. I don't know what's going on with that. But it does spawn monsters. It's just kind of slow sometimes. I did make up a whole bunch of lanterns, Thaumcraft lanterns, and stuck them under the ground in various areas around here. It's really easy to make them, especially with this, because you get the... Oh, there, it updated. See it? It's tier 3. It's reading it now. Oh, I put the wrong thing on there. I was like, why is it not working? Yeah, they drop the little elements, so it's probably a good idea to it's probably a good idea to make the lamps. So I just put them 10 blocks down in various key places. They're really easy to make. I think I still have one on me. I'll show you guys here in a second. But yeah, I really highly suggest making them. So they have these lulls that happen. I haven't put lanterns underground yet. I'm going to stop the monsters from spawning. Underground. Because if you light up the cave systems, then you don't have to worry. So what I want to do is finish showing you this real quick. So you have the initial. So this is 3 by 3, and then it drops down 1, and then you put them down all the way around. I'm not talking about the stairs. I'm talking about underneath the stairs. And then you have another line that goes around with these pillars, right? And then you put the glowstone on there, or not, yeah, glowstone on there. All right. And then it drops down another layer, which is just your filler block. This is a filler block, okay? It can be whatever block you want it to be. I just chose the limestone because I think it's pretty. And then off of the filler block, you're going to have another line that goes all the way around the filler block with these pillars. Now, I got this from a video, so I don't know if it's right or not, okay? I don't know what tops them either. All I know it was red. So, at Blood Magic. So, I think it was this Bloodstone. I don't see any of the red blocks. So that's probably what it was. So you have to have this weak blood shard and stone. Weak blood shard is an imbued slate. So we could do that. How do I get the weak blood shard though? I don't know how to get that. And of course it's not going to tell me how to get it. So this is tier 3. But how do I get the blood shard? Oh, wait. We were on something. We were on to something. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. I don't know how to get it, but we need to have those red things on top of these. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall. And I guess you just put the red blocks on top of that. And then you drop it down again. And then you go around it with your filler block. And then you're just go all the way around it, right? With the filler block. And then at the corners, you're going to make a square. And this is filler block. See that? And then that's filler. So these are beacons. Each one of these is a beacon. So you're going to have 4 beacons. And then this right here, the cobble is representative of the blood rune because I ran out of slates. So the cobble is the blood runes. So blood rune goes all the way around. Then you drop down, and then on this level right here, this is gonna be 2, right? 1, 2, and then 1 over here. Anyway, once you have that in place, then you're going to go all the way around with this, and you're going to put pillars. So these pillars are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just pillar up for you so you can see. We're just going to do that real quick because I want you to be able to get a view of it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stare at it. Freeze frame. And then you can use this to build. The stairs are extra. You don't have to put the stairs, okay? Where you see stairs underneath that is the filler block. So the stairs are optional. And then of course I have the mob spawner on top. You see that? All right. Good enough, I say. So that's what you have to build. Don't worry about it if you don't have enough of the blood runes. You get the blood runes by making the slates. Yeah, you get the blood runes by making the slates, okay? And you get the slates by getting monsters. I do suggest setting up some kind of way to automate the loot because, I mean, you don't get all of it in there, obviously. If it lands on the blood altar, then you have to go around to pick it up. But it's not the most perfect setup, but it'll work. Eventually, we'll be able to let it do its own thing. It's because there's a ritual you can do that, there's a ritual you can do that allows it to, kill the mobs. But honestly, if we do that, I'm probably going to try to get some witches and we're going to name tag them. So the witches are great because the ritual... Oh, look, we just turned it into a... we just turned it into a reinforced slate. Oops. The ritual only hurts them a little bit at a time. So you can actually use that to your benefit. You can use that to your benefit. Also, you can't spider-proof this. I did everything I could possibly do to spider-proof this, and it didn't work. So, yeah, I gave up. The string is important. You're going to need that. I also need these bones. So, all right, let's go. I got a little bit of stuff accomplished here. Oh, that's my loot bag from cleaning out the mines. So put this back in there. I accidentally made that. This is the lamp I was talking about. I made actually quite a few of these. So we're just going to stick this stuff in there for right this very second. Okay. So anyway, that's your blood altar. I left this area underneath here because I'm going to set up some cursed earth, I think. And I'm going to set up some the sigil. So, or ritual or whatever it's called. I'm going to set that up. Okay, so anyway, we've got a lot of stuff to do today. So this arcane lamp, it's really easy to make. It's made on the work table. So all you need is an amber block. We have tons of amber. You have to make a daylight sensor and then some niter. So you have to mine the nether quartz. So anyways, yeah. So nether quartz, glass, and then slabs. All right. Okay. So anyway, I need these bones, and let me put this away for right now and get this out. I haven't put this stuff away. I need to real quick. Like, well, actually, I guess I don't really need to. I could do it later. I do need to smelt that down though. We got some pumpkin seeds and melon seeds, which is pretty spiffy. So that'll give us some other food sources, but I have to set those up separately, and I'm not going to do that right this very second. All right, so we have a lot of stuff we have to get done today. We have to build our infusion altar. So the first step to building the infusion altar, guys, is that we need to have candles. Because whenever you do an infusion, it can be unstable, right? So what that basically means is if a recipe is unstable, it can pop off ingredients from the pedestals, for one. And it can just generally be a big pain in the butt, okay? So you don't want that to happen, especially with some of the more complicated recipes. the more complicated recipes, well, instability is just a really giant problem. So, to combat that, you have to stabilize the altar by putting candles and things like that underneath it. Well, we have to make the candles for us to be able to stabilize the recipe. And to do that is going to require a little bit of work. Thank goodness for carrots, right? So we should be able to make some new stuff with carrots. Look at that. We can make carrot soup. Glazed carrots. Yeah, we can make a lot more stuff. So that's really good. All right. I should probably name the cow, come to think of it. I probably should. All right. So let's get on with the business of making some candles, shall we? Sounds good, doesn't it? So you can make wax with Pam's Harvest Craft bees. Remember, we found all those bees. But those candles are not... Those candles are not compatible, basically. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to need a whole bunch of this precantatio, and we're going to need some zombie flesh and some string. So where's my Thaumaturge? So what we want to do is we want to make some candles. So that's going to be under tallow. So it's 2 precantatio and then rotten flesh. So we're going to do 32 rotten flesh and 64 precantatio. So we're going to dunk that in there and then dunk that in there. Now that we have this magic tallow, we can make some candles. So basically we have to fill this area in. This is where our infusion altar is going to go. I guess they're already lit. Look at that. All right. So as you can see, it's going to take quite a lot of candles to do this. So this bottom layer right here is going to be all candles. For our infusion altar. And we're going to have to start melting some more. What did I do with all my... Here, I have this. Go ahead and get this going. Silverwood. So these are Arcane bellows. I already researched it. It makes it go faster. So we're going to jaunt upstairs and we're going to pick up some more Silverwood. For the precantatio. We're going to have to do more tree chopping, but it's all good. So there are quite a few things you can get precontatio with. You just come over here and you can mouse over it and it'll tell you all the stuff that has it. So we can get order from using the Silverwood, which is pretty nice. So if we use the blocks, that's 1 tera and 1, but it requires using these. So you're actually not getting a very good return out of that. It'd probably be better just to melt the shards directly. So let's see what Salus Mundus is. I don't think I've actually scanned it, have I? There it goes. Salus Mundus isn't too bad. It's worth 3. But then again, it takes a lot to make the balanced shards. It's just smelted balanced shards is what the Salus Mundus is. So yeah. Really do need to find a good way to get it though. Actually, let's see what the great wood is. Yeah. We don't get order if we do the great wood, but the great wood is a lot easier to chop down. Get a lot of arbor. It's 3 arbor for 1 order and 1 precontatio. So we'll end up getting a full jar of order, a full jar of precontatio, and 3 full jars of arbor. It's nice that it makes 3 per. Yeah, see, this is the only recipe there is. So you can't actually make Pam's Harvest Craft stuff out of this. Or you can't make this out of Pam's Harvest Craft beeswax and stuff. It won't let you. It has to be Thaumcraft. That's not to say that it's not good to have the bees, because honey, right? Can do stuff with honey. So we're almost done. We have to fill this whole thing in. So this right here and this one right here. So we need just about 2.5 more rows. It's not too bad. Should have enough. We're gonna have to wait for this stuff to crystallize though. Make sure that's topped off. And then we're going to do 12 and 6. Fill it up. 12, 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 6, and 2, and 4. So there. We did that in the wrong order. I wonder if it'll let me take them out. Nah. I don't have a bucket down here. Yeah. Oh. It put out my fire. There. And I do not have it down here. I have to go get it real quick. I'll be back. Okay, we're all good now. Let's stick it in here. I have it. All right. So let's make up this tallow. And go put our candles down. Very nice. So that's our first layer of candles. So now we're going to need some blocks because we have to fill it in. So I'm going to go pick out a block. It's not going to be really seen, so it doesn't matter what the block looks like. It could just be whatever. And just grab a couple of stacks. And then we'll go on downstairs and put the floor. All right. So we're going to start back here. All right. So that's all done. So now we got to put the next layer down. So work in progress. We're going to put candles all the way around. And then I think we're going to do crystals. So we have an awful lot of earth crystals that we could do. It has to be symmetrical is the thing. So let's see what this looks like. This is almost full. So we go crystal, 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 crystal. Crystal, 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 crystal. Crystal, 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 crystal. We're gonna need more earth crystals. More earth crystals. We could actually do either, you know, like, kind of like an on-off thing. Could do that. I mean, because we don't have like a whole lot of crystal, right? So we could mix it with these red crystals. Could do that. Sorry if you hear a loud noise. That is the lawnmower people. Alright, so we can start with these guys. And then this guy. And then this guy. Like that. And like that. And then right there. And then right there. And right here. So there, 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 and there. Looks pretty good. There, completely symmetrical. Let's for this one right here. That'll work. We still got to do the candles, of course. And do that, 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 and that. That, 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 and that. All right. Looking good, looking good. Yeah, we definitely need more candles. And we do have some water. We could probably put some water in there. We don't have a whole lot, but we have some. Okay, that gives us 2 left on the crystals. So we can go ahead and put this over here. And I think we're going to fill the rest in with just candles, probably. They all have the same amount of stability, okay? It doesn't really matter what you put. So get this all going. And this guy. Lots of arbor. And Ordor. Okay, let's craft some more. So, get this out. Okay. Fill her up. Gotta wait for it to boil. You know, plop that in, that in. Fill her up. That. 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 That, that, and that. There. Very nice. All right. So grab out some string and make some more candles. Okie dokies. So we can just go right along the edge on this. There's that. That's symmetrical. So we can go do this. Whatever we do, we have to make it symmetrical. Okay. So we have 17. So we could put candles here and here. Go around the other side. This, that. This, that. Ooh. Okay, so we have 9 squares that we still need to fill in. So we could put a candle in the center. And let's see what else we can get up to. I don't know how many heads we have. They have to be the same heads, though. They can't be different. So I might have a little bit anyways. Let's see how many we have. So we have 4 zombie heads. We can use those. And that's about it. We have some skeleton heads. 4 zombie heads. And we have a little bit of these. So we could do something with these. So we have 8 squares. So we could do 4. Yeah. Okay. So we'll do 4 of these in 4 order, and then we'll switch them back and forth. Yeah, that's what we'll do. All right. And that should be good. Grab him. And grab him. Get that going. Alright. Alright, let's place these real quick. So come in here and come over here, and we can do in all the corners like that. And then we can go him, 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 and him. Actually, that's good. That's symmetrical. We filled in all the spots. All right. So I guess we didn't need the order ones. Didn't even need them. So that's cool. Whew, that was a lot. All right. So now that we have that, we need to get on with the business of actually creating the thing, right? So let's look at this thing. So we're going to need to make the runic matrix, which means we're going to need an ender pearl. So let's go grab, we'll just grab a few. And come on over here. And we're going to put these in here. And we're going to do that. Because we're going to need a whole bunch of these. And we need to make this arcane matrix. Which I guess we didn't link. So shards and all that goobly gop. So pearl in the center, shards. We only need 1 matrix. All right. So there's our matrix. And we're going to need a bunch of pedestals, right? Bunch of pedestals. Okay. And we're going to need some bricks. Not sure on how many, but we'll work it all out. Okay. I'll stick this in here for right this very second. And stick these in there. And we're going to try to get this all built up. All right. So this goes in the dead center. So it's 3 by 3 in the very dead center. So we're going to build that first. And I don't suppose it really matters. So we're going to go that, 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 and that. Okay. And then we're going to go that, that, oh, I can't quite reach it, that, and that. Did we offset it? Yeah, we offset it wrong. Give me that. Give me that. Like this. There, that should be the exact middle. Should be. And then we're going to put you there. And there. And there. And there. Okay. Pedestal, bricks, and then arcane stone. Okay. So, pedestal in the center. Brick, 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 brick. Arcane, 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 arcane. That. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Shift click. Put that down. And how much does it take? I think our wand is full, so it should be okay. 25 of each. Okay. So take your wand and then give it a tap. And it turns into our runic infusion altar. Now we have to fill the rest of this in. So that's going to require a bunch of runic stone. So, and get these out. Get this out. Oh, wrong thing. Wrong crafting grid. There. Okay. I don't know if this will be enough, but we can make more. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to make more. This isn't enough. It isn't. Made a dent though. How much we have left? Not much. So we're gonna have to go get some more stone real quick. Do. Are you done yet? It's a doing, it's a doing. I want to use up all our limestone because I kind of like it. Don't want to use it all. Although, it's easy to get. So. Alright. Grab these out. We are going to run out of aspect here in a second. Oof. Wand is getting low. Now this infusion altar should be big enough to handle all the recipes. So it should be a-okay. There. So now we need the pedestals. And I believe that it was 12 is the most that you're ever going to need, so. Well, that gave us 13. So, so let's see if we can get these all lined up properly so that it doesn't look wiggly. Wiggy. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, there's 8. I have 4 more that we have to place. That should be valid, right? It's symmetrical. Should be okay. Maybe it'll work. Yeah, I think it's gonna work out. I think it'll be fine. It's all symmetrical. Everything looks good. Our layers are all symmetrical. We use the same stone type. It's important that you use the same stone type. On the in-between, I think we're fine. It's gonna be fine. So this thing is all built and ready to boogie. So the first thing we're gonna want to make is an upgraded wand. Because we need that. We do. Dude. Let's just eat this. Okay. Okay. So, let's get this out. And my quill, my paper. Because we might have to do some research. Alright, so let's go over to wands. So we're gonna want a Silverwood core. So a piece of Silverwood and then all of the shards in the center. And it's gonna take air, aqua, ignis, ordo, perditio, terra, and precantatio. So we need 9 of each. I don't even think I have them bottled, do I? So we got precantatio. We got water. We got air. I do not have this. I need this. Perditio, right? We need perditio. Yes, we need perditio. We're going to need fire. I think I can get that from burning coal. No. Okay. So we get some fire going up here. So I need a stack of coal. That isn't my goal. And we're going to need some earth. So we can just do cobble, it looks like. Oh, actually, no, it needs to be smooth stone, doesn't it? So that's going to give us 2 terra per, because we smelted it. Go ahead and let that do its thing. And, yeah. Okay. So come on back down here. And, we're going to, rip these off. Ripping the band-aid. Make sure there's no stuff in the Olympics. Okay, so we're going to start burning this. So this is going to be fire and potentia. Okay. So we got the coal all processed. So now we're going to work on the... Well, I guess, you know... Actually, hold up a minute. Hold up a minute. So, I mean, we could totally do this, but we also need perditio. So we could do this. Perditio comes from cobble. So... So while that's filling up, let's run upstairs and grab some cobblies. Because we can break those down for both. We will need 2 stacks. So. 2 stacks. Okay, guys, we have all the elements. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to bring this into your room, right? Pick a wall, I guess. All right. So the first thing we're going to need is one of each of the crystals, right? So need 1, 1, 1, 1. Oops. 1, 1. Stick these in there. And we need one of these. And so we already have that. We need this, and we're gonna need one of these guys. Stick those in there. One of these guys. Six, and one of these guys. Okay. So you look at it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 of these. So you double check, make sure you have them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you got your wood. So each one of these goes on a pedestal. It's important to balance your ingredients, okay? We're gonna have an odd man out, it looks like. Not good. Okay. I can't have that. So we're gonna have to adjust this. So let's go ahead and organize this. So we're gonna put our crystals in here. We're gonna have to redo the pedestals basically. Because we don't need all 12 pedestals right this very second. So let's put all the ingredients in here. Like that. And we're going to try to balance the pedestals out. Oh, I totally did not mean to do that. Darn it. I have some extra ones, so I'll just go grab them. I did not mean to do that. I have some extras in here. That was a big oopsie doodle. I don't think we're going to be able to grab that. I mean, maybe we can. We'll see. Can I grab the dust? Yeah. Nice. Okay. Let's just put that back. Okay. So let's try to balance these out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how can I balance out 7? Because it's odd, right? It's going to have some instability because it's odd. So we can go 1, 2, 3. Or we could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still gonna have a problem. Still gonna have a problem. I think we should just have the pedestals on there. It's balanced. And we'll just put the ingredients on. The ingredients are not going to be balanced, and there's nothing I can do about it, so it is what it is. It is a good idea to try to balance your ingredients, though. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, we're going to have a little bit of instability because it's not balanced. So you put that in the center. Double check, make sure you have everything that you need. Instability because it's odd, right? Well, now hold up a minute. They have it actually symmetrical. How the heck did they do that? I'm all for trying. We'll give it a shot, right? So, here. And here. Like that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No? I don't see how the heck they did that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I don't I'm not seeing it, dude. I don't see how the heck you could balance that. I am not seeing it. That actually produces more instability. So we'll do it like that. And I'm not seeing any other way you could do it, you know? So we'll just go ahead and so let's see here. The elements, right? So air and wind. Order, chaos, fire, water. Looks good. Let's do it. See how badly it messes up. So to start it, you just click the runic matrix. It's going to draw in all the vis that's required. And then it'll start consuming the components. You need to keep an eye on it, because sometimes it'll zap off the things from the pedestals. So it's starting to go now. Eating the items. And there. It finished. So now we have our wand. Yay. So that's awesome, yeah? Well, the wand core anyway. So the best caps. Oh, that's the wrong thing. It's the wrong thing. Where's my paper at? There it is. All right, let's see what we got here. So we got all the Thaumium and everything researched. Alchemy. We haven't actually researched all of these. Transmutation. I'm not sure what the best wand is. Okay, so the next thing we're going to make is some Thaumium caps. So I think I've found a few pieces of Thaumium off zombies. When you kill those angry zombies, they can drop Thaumium, but I'm not sure where I stuck it because it's not down here. So I probably put it up here in our ingot chest. Yeah. Okay, so we got some Thaum. So we're going to go ahead and go down and make these caps. So the caps, not only do you have to craft them, right? But you also have to infuse them. So we just need 2 caps. Oh, I can't put that in there. can't I put that in there? Oh, there it goes. So there's our 2 caps. I'll pick all this up. And stick this back in there. So the caps, you have to infuse them. So it's going to take Potentia and Aurum. No, I don't think we have any Aurum, do we? No. But we do have these. These have aura on them. Each cap is going to take... So we need 12 Aurum. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay. So we'll go ahead and melt these. So we only have one more we have to do. And that should give us the rest of the Aurum that we need. So that's the Aurum that we need. And we'll put it over here. And we're going to need some Salus Mundus. So it's 3 per cap. Okay. Well, there's no graceful way of doing this. It's gonna be lopsided. And let's make sure we have all the proper this. Oh, right. It requires potentia. We gotta get some potentia. Alright. Should be good. So there's our first charged Thaumium cap. And then the second one. 1, 2, and 3. Right, so we have our 2 Thaumium caps. So now we need to put these in here. Now we need to make our wand. So we have our Silverwood rod and we have our caps. And it's going to make us a wand, but we don't quite have enough. So, I think we're just going to try to make this. So it requires wool and string. And to make all the bits, so the robe is a whole bunch, and then, so we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And I've already made the goggles. They're around here somewhere. So, okay, 19. So we need 19 cloth. So we need 19, a whole bunch of string, and 19 wool. Put this in here. And we're just gonna do this, and we're gonna take this guy out, put this one in. Oh, we didn't quite have enough. We need a little bit more string. I have one right here, and we have some right here. That might be enough. That might be enough. All right. Oh, insufficient vis. Okay. I finished off the cloth. Now we need to go ahead and craft our armor. And of course, it requires the Arcane workbench. So this is going to require 5 air. And I don't have it. And to make the pants is going to require water. I actually have the water, don't I? So I can do the water. Boots. Terra. So I can't actually craft the tunic. And our armor is completely foobarred. Get on out of my inventory. Doesn't really matter. We don't have enough to craft this now anyways. Okay. After lighting it up a bit and killing a bunch of monsters, I've got the tunic made. So. That is awesome. Alright. Now, that should have given us a pretty nice discount. So we're lacking air, fire, and order on this wand, but it is almost full. So what I'm gonna do is, in between episodes, I'm going to go ahead and get this crafted, and then I'm gonna fill this wand up. And then in the next episode, we are going to be making something really cool. So let me find all the wand focus. So just type in wand. And these are all the focuses. So what we're wanting is a special focus that is going to allow us to pick up. So I had to find that. Thaumic tinkering, it says. So we need this location. But if we get that, then it'll allow us to move spawners. As well as we'll be able to do nodes. So that's really good. So the actual thing, Thaumic Tinkerer. So it's going to be in here somewhere. The wand focus. But I'm not really sure where. So I'm just going to have to do a whole bunch of research. I just got done doing a whole bunch of research. So it probably is going to want us to research all of these, which is not that big of a deal. But I just got done researching all of this stuff. So I researched the Totems of Dawn, the Dawn Machine, the Offering of Dawn, but I haven't done the Dawn Charger yet. I actually ran out of aspects. So, but apparently this machine, like, cleans lots of stuff. Totems of Dawn. By fusing ethereal blooms into a silverwood log, you have created the Totem of Dawn. It is the greatest magical protection against taint you have yet devised, boasting an area much larger than a bloom. This totem also excels in keeping the edges of its area free of taint. It may take slightly longer to completely clean an area, however. Some pretty nice stuff right here. So, yeah, we might make some of those. But anyway, yeah, I just did like a whole bunch of research. But like I said, I ran out of wind and order. And we're still really low. So that actually requires me to stick around the base for a while. So, you know, what I'm probably going to do is... I'll probably go mining and stuff like that. I did research the chunk loader, so maybe I'll consider trying to get that put together. I don't know where I put it though. Where is the chunk loader? Here it is. So to make the actual big chunk loader, you need a piece of obsidian and a bunch of these little ender watchers, which are pretty easy to make. It's just obsidian and then some nuggets and an ender pearl. It requires order. So it makes 2 at a time. So it says it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you only need to do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you do 4 of these. And then you can make this on the Infusion altar. And I think it's actually loads pretty good amount. I think it's like 12 or something like that. it's the original chunk loader, so I think it's pretty good. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to be just about it for this episode. We did quite a lot of stuff, and I'm pretty happy with the progress we made. I'm going to have to do a little bit of trimming to the video, and I apologize ahead of time, but I can't have a 2.5-hour video, so. But anyway, in between episodes, I will get that wand created and everything and get it charged up, and I'm going to have to go mining again. I've got to mine up some more my brain just farted. Quartz. I'm gonna have to mine up some more quartz for some more lanterns, because I've got to light up the caves around the base. The monster spawn is bad. I want all the monsters to spawn in the spawner, not in the caves. So I'm going to have to make a bunch of those up. They're really easy to make. So you guys should definitely do it. But anyway, yeah, I wish we could do mining and stuff on camera. You should let me know in the comments. I mean, like, what do you think? Do you think we should be mining on camera? Because I've been doing all that stuff off camera, you know. But anyway, I will catch you guys in the next episode. Thanks for coming along. You guys take care, all right? Toodles!